So my most interesting, or I guess strangest experience at a civil house so far was the first time I ever went to prison. I think 2 or 3 days into training, Clark looked at me in the eye and said, "Alan, you're gonna go visit a murderer." Like, okay, wow, what does that even mean? So I didn't think anything of it for about a month until one Friday afternoon. I left Kansas City and I had about an hour to drive and just think about exactly what I was gonna do. And I just thought, wow, what did I get myself into? I'd never been to prison before, or even like a county jail or anything like that. Maybe once in second grade where we did like a tour. But other than that, I really had no idea what I was doing. Um, I eventually got there and I just sat in the parking lot for like 10 minutes and just prayed and tried to figure out what I was going to say. It's probably the most nervous I've ever been, ever. And I was really kind of freaking out. Realized been kind of there for a long time because people were walking by and kind of looking at me strange. So I decided to go inside and check in. And I think I broke every single rule there was to visiting. I was wearing the wrong clothing. They wanted to make me change because I had a hoodie on. I forgot my ID the first time, and I didn't know Tyler's ID number, so they kind of looked at me like I wasn't supposed to be there. They were really nice though. Correctional officers are a lot better than I expected. Not at all what I expected. I kind of have this picture of these big, mean, bouncer type people, but they were completely normal people just doing their jobs and were really friendly and really nice and really great. So they helped me get everything in. I got my key for my locker, put all my things away, got checked in, signed my life away, it seems like, and got two searches and got a little stamp on my hand so they could identify me as I left. So I go in through these two big doors that lock behind me, and I go sit in a room with a bunch of people, and I wait. And I wait and I wait and I wait, and then soon I realize that I'm the only one left. So I look around trying to figure out what to do because I still have no idea what I'm doing. Uh, until I find a corrections officer and I kind of explain what I'm doing, and he kind of looks at me like kind of an idiot. And he laughs and just kind of shrugs his shoulders and leaves the room and sticks his head out in the waiting room and calls out for Tyler. And I can see way across on the other side of the waiting room, this guy kind of raise his hand and say, "Hey," kind of awkwardly. And I was like, dang it, I blew it already. But it went way better than I expected after that. Most of that was the biggest problem. But sitting down and getting to talk to him was really great. Um, Learned a lot, just told him why I was there. And he was really genuinely happy. I think he said I was the first visitor he had ever had for this trip, for this time in prison, or even for his time in prison before. He didn't have any family to come visit. None of his friends could. So he really liked it. And it made me feel really good just letting him know that we care for him and that we were there. And I still go back every other Friday when I can, and it's a long trip, but it's starting to finally feel a little more normal.